fuel stock as NNPCL halts petrol orders. Nigerian seeks $10 billion investment in the gas sector with new tax breaks. Africa Development Bank targets 120 million tons of food by 2025 with 0.19%. Now the news in alarms about potential fuel shortages following the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited's NNPCL decision to close its petrol purchasing portal. Now this closure has halted new fuel orders, leaving over 90 million litres valued at 79 billion naira in limbo. Marketers like Chinedu Okadike, Publicity Secretary of IPMAN, warned that thousands of fuel trucks remain unloaded due to the inability to access the system. With over 2,000 tickets for 45,000 litre trucks awaiting fulfillment, the disruption threatens to escalate into widespread fuel scarcity across Nigeria. Some marketers report early signs of shortages and emphasize that supply will continue to be affected unless the portal reopens soon. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has approved a new forex plan aimed at reducing speculative activities in the Nigerian foreign exchange market. Set to take effect on December 2024, the electronic foreign exchange matching system will enable authorized dealers to conduct all foreign exchange transactions through a centralized platforms, ensuring immediate reflection of transactions and enhanced transparency. Now, this policy, developed in collaboration with the Financial Market Dealers Association, FMDA, will allow the CBN to publish real-time buy and sell data, providing better oversight and market regulation. The system is expected to eliminate distortions, fostering a more stable and accessible forex market for all participants. In July 2024, Nigerian electricity distribution companies, DISCO, collectively earned 162 billion naira, according to a recent report by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC. Despite their efforts, the firms failed to collect 34.96 billion naira, achieving a collection effectively of 82.26%. Ikeja DISCO stood out, surpassing 100% efficiency due to the recovery of outstanding bills from the previous month. Billing efficiency across DISCOs varied significantly, with Ikeja leading at 115.45%, while Kaduna DISCO lagged at 58.65%. Next data also revealed that Abuja DISCO received the most energy, totaling 379 GWH, while Aba DISCO received the least with 16.99 GWH. The African Development Bank has announced its ambitious goal to produce an additional 120 million tons of food by 2025 through its Feed Africa initiative. AFDB's Nigerian Country Director Abdul Kamara highlighted the importance of boosting wheat production to meet rising demand, driven by population growth and urbanization in West and Central Africa during the 2024 Wheat Summit in Abuja. Kamara warned that the region's heavy reliance on wheat imports, especially due to geopolitical tensions like the Russia-Ukraine conflict, has exposed the region to food supply risk. The country's director emphasized that the Feed Africa initiative, launched in 2016, aims to transform agriculture across the continent by doubling crop, livestock and fisheries productivity. This effort is expected to lift 130 million people out of poverty and help 40 million farmers by 2025. The summit also addressed the need for strategic investments, with various stakeholders calling for improved local wheat production to reduce import dependence and secure Africa's food future. Nigeria is aiming to secure between $5 billion and $10 billion in new investment in its offshore gas sector through tax inclusives and policy reforms. President Bola Tinubu revealed that the Federal Executive Council has approved a framework designed to accelerate development in deep water gas exploration, while 67% of Nigerians' gas resources remain untapped. The proposal, now moving to the National Assembly, offers tax credits for new investments and includes a gas production allowance for greenfield projects expected to start by 2029. According to Tinubu's Special Advisor Oluvehinjin, this policy is expected to unlock significant investment in Nigeria's natural gas sector, enhancing the country's energy security while reducing dependence on fossil fuels, with global energy companies set to invest $90 billion in deep water oil and gas projects. Nigeria is positioning itself to attract a share of this capital. The reforms are part of Tinubu's broader economic strategy, which has already brought in over $30 billion in foreign direct investment since May 2023. Nigerian deposit money banks saw a 141.8% year-on-year increase in their interest income for the first half of 2024, reaching 6.9 trillion naira, according to new data. This surge follows consistent hikes in the Central Bank of Nigeria's monetary policy rate, which climbed from 18.5% to 27.25% in the last 10 months, pushing banks to raise lending rates far above deposit rates. Leading banks, including Access Bank, Ecobank, and UBA, reported the largest interest income increases, with Access Bank earning 1.3 trillion naira compared to 596 billion naira in 2023. Fitch Ratings had previously predicted that Nigerian banks will benefit from rising interest rates, which have led to improved net interest margins. While banks continue to adjust their rates, they are also balancing caution to avoid imposing excessive debt burdens on customers amid challenging economic conditions. The bank's increased profitability in 2024 highlights the impact of MPR hikes on their bottom line. Let's take a break here. We'll be back shortly with more stories and stock market report.
When the city is getting too loud, you need a home. Home is love, peace, and tranquility. Home is Housing TV Africa. Housing TV Africa, your first in housing news.
Glad to have you join us back. Moving on, the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, revealed that the average daily cost of a healthy diet in Nigeria climbed to 1,255 naira per adult by August 2024, marking a 28% increase from 982 naira recorded in March 2024. This surge has made it harder for many Nigerians to afford nutritious meals as inflation continues to drive up food prices. The report also highlighted regional differences, with Ogun, Lagos, and Rivers State posting the highest daily costs, while Katsina, Kaduna, and Sokoto recorded the lowest. Rising prices for key food groups, including animal products, legumes, and starchy staples, were the main drivers behind the increase. Oil prices stabilized after a sharp rise triggered by concerns over potential supply disruptions following missile exchange between Israel and Iran. Crude had surged by around 10% since the attacks, fueled by fears of a broader conflict affecting oil production in the region. Although prices eased slightly, market analysts remain cautious, especially as Israeli airstrikers continue to target Hezbollah in Lebanon. Iran has warned it will respond more aggressively if its interests are attacked, raising the possibility of supply chain interruptions, particularly concerning Iranian oil. Global citizenship planning firm Henley and Partners, in gearing up for an investment migration roadshow aimed at educating Nigerians and West Africans on global mobility opportunities. Scheduled stops include Abuja on October 8, Lagos on October 10th, and Accra on October 15th, while participants will explore investment options that offer second citizenship, business expansion, and long-term security. Key speakers from various sectors discussed the benefits of migration programs suited for the Nigerian market, such as Portugal's Golden Visa program and Canada's Startup Visa services. The roadshow aims to provide strategic investment opportunities for attendees and their families. A new report from HP Next Work Relationship Index reveals a significant rise in AI usage among knowledge workers, with adoption jumping to 66% in 2024 compared to 38% in 2023. Workers using AI were found to be 11% more satisfied with their jobs than those who don't, highlighting AI's positive impact on work-life balance. Despite the growing use of AI, only 28% of workers globally have a healthy relationship with work. The study also found that personalized work experiences are increasingly in demand, with 87% of employees willing to sacrifice part of their salary for a more tailored work environment. Italy plans to introduce new windfall taxes on industries benefiting from global crisis, echoing Nigeria's recent move to impose a similar levy on banks. Italy's finance minister Giancarlo Giorgetti emphasized that contributions will come from multiple sectors, including defense companies profiting from geopolitical tensions like the Ukraine war. Nigeria implemented its own windfall tax earlier in 2024 after banks posted substantial profits due to central bank currency reforms. Both countries are part of a broader trend of taxing industries that have experienced unexpected financial gains to address fiscal deficits. Still on business news, the Nigerian All-Share Index fell by 1.19% on October 3, 2024, closing at 97,064.42 points, despite significant gains from stocks like Seplat and Livestock, which rose by over 9%. The market also saw a steep 37% drop in trading volume, with 268 million shares traded compared to 425 million the previous day. While Seplat led the gainers with a 10% rise, Danksem suffered the biggest loss, plunging 10%. Despite the index's continued decline, market analysts see potentials for a rebound if large-cap stocks regain momentum in upcoming sessions. That's the much we can take on business news on Housing TV Africa. Before we go, here is a recap of our top stories. 90 million liters of fuel stock as NNPCL halts patrol order. Nigeria $16 billion investment in the gas sector with new tax breaks. African Development Bank targets 120 million tons of food by 2025 with agriculture boost. All-share index drops 1.19% as trading volume plummets. For more business news, do subscribe to Housing TV Africa on YouTube and follow Housing TV Africa on all social media platforms. Do not forget to download Housing TV mobile app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. I am Emuna Bagudu. Bye for now.
This is Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing TV Africa, on Twitter, Housing TV Africa, Instagram, Housing TV Africa.